Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on basicsquadaction. Today we're going to be playing Dungeons 2. I just downloaded it, so I don't know how this game works and what's going to happen. And I'd say we start with the campaign right away.
It was time. The troops of the Absolute Evil had driven the Alliance back to their capital, King's Ending. The time for the final battle had arrived. Prepare to destroy the Alliance, and with it, all good in the land once and for all.
Okay, so that's the setting and let's go.
Once upon a time there was a kingdom full of flowers and rainbows, where the sun shone all the time and there was loads of that goody-goody, lovey-dovey good people stuff going on. There, the alliance of abominably good people lived in unearned wealth and prosperity. But there was a path leading to a different place there. At the end of this path was a rock. There was a cave carved in this rock in which the Absolute Evil lived. It wasn't a grubby, damp cave smelling of muck and mildew, but a deep, dark dungeon, so dark that even darkness itself was afraid of it. It was home to numerous innocent monsters who enjoyed a happy, contented existence, living in complete harmony with their environment. But time and again, the sickening, sweet-smelling good visited this underworld in search of treasure and experience points. Many monsters found this to be the death of them, but much worse, the Absolute Evil's treasures were being stolen. One day, just as a few more heroes had finished plundering its dungeon, the Absolute Evil decided it had had enough, and decided to do something new, something quite monstrous. Go to the surface. The Alliance tried to resist, but the approaching horde just flowed over them like an angry wave of axes, teeth, and bad breath. After numerous unrelenting battles, the Absolute Evil finally stood before the Alliance's capital, King's Ending.
So actually I kind of lied. I just remembered I played Dungeon Keeper back in the day. When I was so small I couldn't even think. No, but I played them and I really enjoyed them. And so when I realized this game was free for a few days, I kind of had to get it.
After countless battles, the forces of the Absolute Evil reached the Alliance capital, King's Ending. The laughable remnants of the forces of good had come here to make ready for the final battle. Evil would pay a high price indeed to storm those fortress walls, or so they thought. Suddenly, a rumble rose from deep within the earth. Stones burst asunder, revealing an ancient path into the depths. Out of the depths of Stygian darkness arises the invincible evil. With earth-shaking steps, the unstoppable evil began its trek towards the front. In the terribly improbable event that it may have forgotten how that works, a formidable help function has been provided.
So far it's fun. It looks kind of fun. Kind of a parody like Magicka 2.
Even the forest could not withstand the aura of the ultimate evil and beat a hasty retreat. A few of the Alliance units had entrenched themselves here. A determined Absolute Evil marched towards them in order to strike them down with its mighty weapon.
I mean a parody of fantasy games like MMOs and stuff. That's it? Oh, okay. My light is just really bright.
Absolute Evil had discovered a medal. These legendary awards ensured a creature could be made even more powerful. Only one downside: a creature could only wear one at a time. Eyes ablaze with greed, the insidious evil gazed upon the blood-drenched battlefield. Here the last defenders of good would die, and an age of evil begin.
Okay. Yeah. So the light is really bright, so I can't see everything first.
Projectiles from the Alliance's catapults darkened the sky, but the Horde's fighting skills were at their best in darkness, if they survived.
Die! Die, people! He's just talking.
Defeating good was as easy as taking candy from a baby for the unstoppable evil. Candy.
I just don't want to talk over him, because I don't know if you can hear me then, or him. I don't even know if I have to do this.
And the absolute evil took yet another hero to the slaughtering block.
One-hitting things is fun. I have to. Okay, but so far it seems kind of fun.
The absolute evil destroyed the defenders' camp in the west with the greatest of ease. Now, only one tiny camp offers any resistance to the absurdly evil evil. And even that won't be able to hold out for much longer.
Oh, yeah. I know that some dungeon keeper things are going to happen, like building your own dungeon. I just looked at it for a short time, and let's kill those last thingies over here.
The absolute evil destroyed the defenders' camp in the east with the greatest of ease. The defenders in front of the city had been beaten to a pulp and defeated. Now the time had come to attack King's Ending. The final battle beckoned.
Okay. Then let's get there. I think that's...
The city gate was firmly barricaded by the Alliance's archers, but the absolute evil would not allow itself to be held up by such a ridiculous impediment. So, go get them! Destroy them now! Oh yes, sorry, stay in character. The absolute evil used its all-powerful magic to eliminate the archers and open the gate to the city. Using its legend, wait for it, Derry power. The absolute evil destroyed the impediment with ease and simultaneously eliminated a whole group of defenders. Story. The road to the capital was now clear. The absolute evil did not hesitate for even 1 nanosecond. The insidious evil entered King's Ending. A small, pitiful group of defenders stood in its way. Suddenly, the doors of several houses in the city opened, and with a loud roar, defenders... The invincible evil had crushed the defenders.
Cut him off.
King's Ending had been defeated. At least, that's what it thought.
But I'm
Suddenly,
almost dead.
The final heroes of the Alliance emerged from nowhere. Another ambush? Now, this was becoming very boring. But wait, this time it was different. Instead, the heroes raised their hands and started singing an incomprehensible chant. A magical ritual? This did not bode well. Well, actually, it boded the arrival of good things, great things, unless you happen to be the absolute evil.
Ooh, what's
Somewhere
going?
in the depths of the dungeon, the ultimate evil awoke. It did not know what had happened, nor why it had awoken, but it longed for revenge.
I'm sorry, I don't talk that much, but I don't know if I should talk over him. I don't think it would be a good idea, so I'm just going to keep it that way. Then let's start the second chapter. But
The
so
last
far,
remaining heroes of the country joined forces and cast a powerful banishment spell. The absolute evil disappeared from sight with a threatening gesture, and a faint whispered, "I'll be back," could be heard coming from its lips. The absolute evil had been banished, and its essence shattered into several pieces. Its reign of terror had ended. The good people of the overworld rejoiced, and an era of peace began for the Alliance. The evil creatures were driven back into the underground, doomed to serve as cannon fodder for pleasure-seeking adventurers. Meanwhile, secreted away in the world's most inaccessible places, the last remains of the absolute evil were resting,
The ring.
never again to see the light of the overworld. Until today, that is. Somewhere deep under the earth, the ultimate evil awoke.
Yeah. So, oh, I like it. I like it. I didn't see that much yet, and I don't think that's how the game is going to be, like overground. But then again, I'm
And the
not sure.
hand of terror arose, controlled by the ultimate evil. Come on, hand of terror, arise, damn you! Methinks that exploring the surrounding area would be a sensible strategy. However, to do this, light would be required. Still not bright enough. An old throne room was revealed by the light. The circumstances remained a mystery. The hand of terror flew through the throne room, following each and every thought the ultimate evil had. After a few flying sessions, the ultimate evil was able to control the hand with ease. The time had come to call forth creatures who were completely devoted to it and would do its dirty work. Little snots were the dregs of each and every dungeon and spent their time taking care of it. The expansion-mad evil hired one snot on the spot.
Okay. I should. Isn't that enough?
After very careful consideration, the ultimate evil now decided to recruit a little snot.
Yeah, I'm trying to calm down. Okay, I have to
The
put it over
first
there.
little snot appeared. It was completely ready to work in the dungeon and to crawl in the dust before the ultimate evil. Little snots were important to the ultimate evil because they took care of many important little things, such as excavating new areas. The psionically gifted evil could sense the presence of something important that was buried to the south. It instructed its little snots to dig in that direction.
Okay, so it's still some kind
As
of
quick as a fart, the little
tutorial.
snot made his way to the marked position and
I
began
don't
to
know.
dig.
I mean, now I should be. I could talk over him, but then again, I need to do what he says. Otherwise,
Behold,
we won't
the
be able
creatures of
to
the overjoyed evil had apparently been much more industrious than it had thought.
converse.
A great dungeon was revealed behind the wall.
Wow.
Everything was already in place. Doors, traps, a well-filled treasury. Oh, wait. Treasury? And where, if you please, is this treasury? Oh, well. One can't expect too much of these mindless little snots. First of all, some gold had to be dug out to make space for a treasury to be created. The hand of terror swiftly marked a few small gold veins so that the little snots could excavate them. As soon as a gold vein was selected, a little snot immediately set out to mine valuable gold for the greedy evil.
But I like that kind of commentary from games when kind of a bit sarcastic and then again, what the fuck are you looking at? So no, I like it. So let's continue doing what they're saying. I don't know yet. It's a campaign. Maybe I'll change that. Maybe I won't play it that much. But it's yeah. Because I like being
Once
able
most
to
of the
do
gold
what
had
I
been
want,
mined,
not having to
the
do
hand
what
of
they
terror
say.
quickly created a treasury on the spot so that the precious metal could be safely stored.
Yep. I'm going to do that. But it doesn't. Shouldn't that be somewhere here? No? Ah, okay. But why wouldn't I? See, I mean,
The
it's
clever evil mastered this task with flying colors. From now on, little
Is it
snots could use the
right?
treasury to store mined gold. It was then at the greedy evil's disposal whenever more rooms needed to be built or new creatures recruited. Little snots were all well and good, but were too weak and cowardly to defend the dungeon. Since it was not able to defend itself, the ultimate evil would have to hire some orcs. But they would require food. Liquid food. Well, beer to be precise. So the next important thing to build was a brewery. And that would require some space to be created.
Okay.
The ultimate evil had the feeling that its servants were not
So I
really
guess
putting
next
their
we're going
backs
to
into
be
the work.
building a beer
Might
place.
a hearty slap from the hand of terror change that?
Yeah, but I really don't want to talk over him actually, because I don't think you can hear me that well if he does that. But then again, how can I stop? Ah, okay. Because I think those either stay there for a long time, those pieces of gold, or even for the entire time. So I guess I won't do that. Pipapa.
There was now an area cleared for the brewery site, and with quick finger snaps from the hand of terror, the room stood ready. The sadistic evil encouraged its creature to work a little faster, with a friendly but not at all gentle slap. Excellent. But the recently built brewery lacked a brewing copper. With a sigh of resignation, the overworked evil set about taking care of that too.
Okay. Can I turn this thing?
The hard-working evil effortlessly built a brewing copper so that delicious beer could be brewed as soon as possible. One of the little snots started working on the brewing copper. The nostalgic evil banished all thoughts of Oktoberfest and brass bands. Those would have to wait. More important tasks had to be completed first. Both beer and gold were now available in the dungeon. So it was time to hire some creatures to defend against greedy heroes or whatever else snuck around underground. At present, it was only simple orcs declaring undying loyalty to the ultimate evil. The rest of the horde was scattered to the winds.
Okay, so I have to recruit some orcs, I guess. That's over here. So it's a mix. Like, he tells me what to do, but he doesn't tell me exactly how to do it. That's
orcs were defensive, close combat specialists, capable of dealing with many opponents. However, they were very vulnerable to ranged attacks.
Okay. So then again, yeah, he told me what, some infos that are nice to know, but not everything. Now, I need some more gold. What? Okay. Work for me, so I should have kept them, let them keep working, I guess. Maybe I'm going to be building another room over here. So, how much do they cost? 100. Okay. Yeah, but I'm going to build one more because I brought one of them over there. And now there can 4 people work. What's wrong with you? Just dig. Put that over here. Okay. So I don't really know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to recruit some orcs, I guess. Yeah, but that's, I mean, I just started.
Payday.
So it's good.
An eerie gong rang through the halls. It did not bode well for the ultimate evil's treasury stocks, for at each sounding of the gong, the creatures would collect their undeserved wages. However, there was little it could do about this, as it was chained to the throne.
No.
Thus, it had to give free rein to its servants' desires, for the time being, at least.
Just dig this one. Yeah, so the pay time is the same as in Dungeon Keeper, like they collect their money. I would there. Okay, that's good to know. 350. Yeah, that's just going to take some time, I guess. So since I don't know what, yeah, it's kind of it's a slow start, I guess, but it's bound to be get more interesting with time.
The dungeon of the expansion-mad evil grew and prospered, but unfortunately, it had reached the maximum possible population it could currently manage. Now a creature would have to be thrown into the bottomless pit before any others could be brought in.
Okay. Can I just make another room? Wait, then I'm just okay now. No.
The creature disappeared into the pit of uselessness with a long drawn and gradually diminishing. This particular act of wickedness brought a smile to the face of the ultimate.
Wow.
One louse-infested orc crawled up from the depths and declared allegiance to the ultimate evil. The first step towards the creation of a powerful army had been taken. The profound evil had had enough of dungeon sightseeing and now wanted to move to the surface to try a dish that is best served cold. Revenge. Some Alliance members were bound to be guarding the entrance to the overworld. A fine appetizer for a vengeful evil.
Okay, so that's it for the first episode. I hope you enjoyed it. It was, as I said, not that action heavy, but I guess you have to start somewhere. So, goodbye. Until next time, and bye again.